Whether you play video games or not, they have become an integral part of our culture, and there are plenty of genres to choose from. We've compiled a list of every video game that has received the British Academy Video Games Award, which is an award presented annually by the British Academy of Film and Television Arts. Now, let us take a trip down memory lane as we recount some of the best games that bagged the award. Hey guys, I'm Nevin and you're watching Geek Ghetto Tech. Game number 1, Goldeneye 007. Goldeneye 007 is one of the best games made by Rare Studio. The story is pretty much identical to the movie. The action is insane and there are a wide range of levels with heaps of variety, and the mission gets challenging as we progress. What I admire most about the game is the presentation and level design. The game sold more than 8 million copies and scooped a lot of awards, including multiple BAFTAs back in 1998. Game number 2 is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is arguably the best entry in the Zelda series and possibly one of the greatest video games of all time. Its new 3D world opens so many new possibilities for graphics, puzzles and items. The game is relatively difficult, so experienced gamers should find a challenge towards the end of the game, but newcomers won't be too intimidated. The dungeons are very beautifully and interestingly designed. They hold some quite difficult puzzles that are fun to figure out. It's definitely a game you don't want to miss out and should try at least once despite its age. Game number 3 is Deus Ex. Deus Ex is easily the single best FPS RPG hybrid. This game set the standard for next generation RPGs a decade ago. With gameplay mechanics that found the magic balance between player skill and character attributes, intricate yet accessible character customization, and a strong multilinear story that involved some of the most popular global conspiracy theories of the post-Cold War West. Deus Ex adapted the RPG genre to the FPS interactivity model in such a way fans of both genres still appreciate. Game number 4 is Max Payne. Definitely the greatest noir game ever made. Such immersion remains unparalleled in video game history. The story is engaging and strikes at the heart of all fans of noir-style comics and film. The gameplay is tight and very fun. It is just as satisfying today as it was when first released. Slow-motion gunfights and a hard-boiled protagonist shooting bad people while reading poetry inside his head? What can one possibly ask more from Max Payne? Game number 5 on this list is Halo Combat Evolved. Halo Combat Evolved is easily one of the most powerful games ever created. Everything from the music to the dialogue fits perfectly in the situation you're in. The combat is challenging, making for both fun and strategy-heavy fights. Multiplayer is wonderful because you can either play a serious skill-oriented match against friends, or you can goof around and snipe each other with RPGs from across the map. Game number 6 in this list is Call of Duty. Call of Duty manages to do almost everything right in a way that no one else has been able to. It is addicting, immersive, exciting, and constantly impressing even when you think you've seen it all. Call of Duty is incredibly realistic to the real thing in my opinion, and also the greatest World War II shooter besides maybe Brothers in Arms. The game graphics is amazingly intense and realistic, and people who say that the AI is stupid just need to turn up the difficulty then. It is just so well done that there really isn't anything bad to say about it, besides maybe its map size. Game number 7 is Half-Life 2. If only all single-player shooters could be this great. Half-Life 2 is the shining gold example of storytelling and gameplay all fused into the perfect package. Valve offers one of the most diverse gameplay. Each chapter has its own mechanics and new weapons. They're not just more powerful, they're really different. The story is great and very immersive. The AI isn't great, that's agreed, but it's somehow acceptable because it's not at the center of the game. The graphics are getting a little old, but it's very well done, and the physics are still great even compared to the other titles that came after. Game number 8 is God of War. God of War is mature, it's brutal, and it contains too much energy and violence. Swinging your chain blades around and clearing a room with brutality and strength never gets old. And supplanted by magical abilities that you unlock along the way, the game is always fun and provides a meaty challenge for those who seek to brave this violent Greek tale of revenge. Level design is amazing as well, with each area feeling fresh with a lot of secrets to uncover to reward a bit of exploration. Puzzles can get complex and will make you stop the violence to think for a bit. Game number 9 is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter is a game that requires stealth and operates in a realistic manner. Every one shot can kill you, and there is no magical first aid to bring you back to health. This forces you to think and take in the surroundings in its entirety. The gameplay is solid but unforgiving. The squad commands are great and surprisingly intuitive, and the Republic Commando-style teammate healing feature is a great plus. Online play with the right group of people is unlike anything you'll ever play. Game number 10 is Bioshock. This game is simply one of the greatest games ever made. The gameplay is a new and exciting twist on the old FPS style of game. The story is deep and compelling with twists and turns that you'll never see coming. It starts off relatively slow and mediocre, but after the first few areas, the experience becomes rich as you acquire a lot of weapons and special powers. The game also has an interesting backstory with some memorable characters and quotes. Heck, everything in this game has personality, even the vending machines. And there you have it, best video games from 1997 to 2007. We want to hear from you, so meet us down in the comments section and let us know what you think. And don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe because we put up more videos like this every single week. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys on the next one.